In this episode, we're going to focus on a useful technique to help us make a decision for our vision so that we can eliminate procrastination and take action. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Time Vision Action Zone, where you get to own your time, develop your vision, and take action. Let's go into today's episode. A lot of people say they have big dreams. People say they have big goals. But when you ask them to really describe those goals and dreams, they tend to speak in general. There's not a whole lot of specifics. They have some sort of idea, but they're not really sure exactly what their vision looks like. I personally struggled with this a lot throughout my life. Thankfully, I don't anymore. However, I really did struggle with this one. I've been a photographer. I've been a sales manager. I've been a general manager. I've been a call center rep. I've been a car wash person. I worked at a movie theater. I've worked at a junkyard. I've worked for Kinko's. I sold Lexus cars. I was a realtor. Did I mention I was a photographer? I've designed websites. I've been a consultant. That was a lot. I've had so many different jobs and roles throughout my life because I didn't have any specifics on my visions. My life's direction was being determined by the opportunities presented versus creating opportunities that aligned with my goals and my dreams. I learned how to change that once I discovered the value of having a clear vision. I started by reflecting on who I was and asking myself, who do I want to be? One question that came up was, if money was no object for the rest of my life, what would I wake up and do? This is a question I recommend you write down and ask yourself. People don't take the time to truly think about this question, or even more importantly, to write down the answer. Talking about it is not the same as putting it in writing. If I could wake up every day and not worry about money, I would wake up and do exactly what I'm doing now, which is educating and empowering people to see and surpass their potential. Every day, I provide people with tools and systems they can use to maximize their lives. However, my vision has way more details than that. I have a vision of land where people can come to disconnect, to be empowered and connect with the leader that they have within themselves. I see a place where we can break bread and grow together through challenging and uplifting conversations. I can even describe the type of home I want on my land. Imagine large shipping containers with cutout windows to create a modern feel. Imagine feeling the warmth of bright, fresh wood on the walls, combined with the coolness of gray stone underneath your feet. Picture large trees, fields of grass, and a small lake. That's how I describe my vision. How did I get to all those details, you ask? Mind mapping. Mind mapping is a lot like brainstorming. It's just more visually clear, structured, and appeasing to my eyes. Aaron Abramson from Lifehack speaks about mind mapping, and he defines it as a simple organizational process using diagrams to list the information, ideas, and details to help assess the big picture. Mind mapping is used not only by people, but also by businesses to generate ideas, improve processes, and help teams create new ways to come together on projects. By the way, for an example of one of my many mind maps, I put a link of one on the show notes for you to use as a reference. To begin mind mapping, start with one word. Write it in the middle of a page and circle it. Then, draw a line from the circle and write the next word that comes to your mind and circle it. Allow your mind to completely release whatever comes to it. Just write as many words as you can and as fast as you can. You repeat this process until your page is full, or you have no more ideas, or my favorite approach, until your time is up. Set a short timer for yourself, 90 seconds or so, and let that timer push you to get as much as you can out. Think of it as a race to let your ideas get onto the page. Setting a timer forces you to accept each word without judgment. Once my timer is up, I like to review the map and see what words I've written as well as how they make me feel. I like to reflect. Are there any words that just grab my attention? I pay attention to how I truly respond to what I just wrote. I let my instincts guide me. Mind mapping can absolutely help you develop your vision. Depending on where you are with your vision will determine the best approach to take. If you already have an idea of what you want to do, then start with writing that idea in the middle of the page in one word or as few words as possible. Then follow the same technique I described a minute ago. Circle, line, word, circle, line, word. For those of you who have no idea whatsoever what your vision is, I suggest starting with the word vision. Some people also like the word dream. Up to you. But start with the word vision and follow the same steps I went over. Meaning, write it down in the middle of the page and use the timer to force yourself to let out as much as you can as quickly as you can. One extra step you'll have to do is after your vision mind map or your dream mind map is done, you will then have to really reflect on your first mind map. After reflecting, you're going to choose one word that you wrote down in your vision mind map and use that word in a second mind map. You're going to then repeat the whole mind map process again using that new word, and it will help you to make your vision become more specific and more clear to you. One key step that is needed no matter what stage in the vision development process you are in is reflection. Please give yourself the time to reflect and really learn about what you've written down. This will help you to determine what actions you need to take to make that vision a reality. So let's recap. First, think about this question. What would I do if money was no object for the rest of my life? Think about it and answer it in writing for yourself. Then, create a mind map using the word vision to develop your vision if you don't have one already. Or create a mind map using one word or as few words as possible that describe what your vision currently is. Always time yourself. Lastly, reflect. Let the words you wrote speak to you and to your heart. That's it. I'd love to see your mind map once it's done. If you post it on your socials, just tag me at Time Vision Action or use the hashtag Time Vision Action, and I'd love to comment on it. If you need some help, don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. You can find me on Instagram at Time Vision Action, or just go to www.timevisionaction.com and you can contact me through the website. I hope you found value in this message today, and I really hope you put the mind mapping technique to great use. As always, own your time, develop your vision, and take action. This is Coach Mike Garcia, and I'm out.